Hello, welcome to another episode of Learning English with Jheel. Before I move ahead with the session, I just have a little something to discuss with all of you since I have been facing an issue since the past few months with this. I would like to address it. There are many fake accounts of mine on Instagram, which I don't know who has made and who is this troublesome person making so many fake accounts of mine. So please be aware of that. My account is only jheel.lalwani, the account where I post my artwork. That's it. So if you are getting any messages from somebody on Instagram claiming to be me, having personal conversations with you, it is not me. I do not have personal conversations with anybody. So please be aware of such issues and accounts. And the other thing is that there is a fake account of mine created by somebody on Telegram asking people for money to be a part of the group, etc. etc. I am not on Telegram. Okay, I am not on Telegram. I do not have any group. I do not take any money from anybody. So if I have not told anything here, like if I make a group, I will say it on my own on video, and only if I do um, join any such thing. Otherwise, if somebody claims to be me and just keep saying Jheel, 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 please do not pay that person. Okay, don't. And I don't know who these kind of troublesome people are, making life difficult for everybody. But yeah, I really hope it's not one of my subscribers, right? So yes, please, this is very, very bad and very, very troublesome. You have no idea how it feels. So please refrain from doing this. If you're watching my video, please stop this. And this has also demotivated me from teaching, like, so I don't really take too many classes right now, and stuff like that. I don't know, somehow it's been very demotivating. So hopefully I will get back to it, and slowly I am trying to get back to making videos. um yeah, okay, let's just move ahead with the video now. Okay, hi. Okay, so a lot of you have asked me on tips and tricks to learn your prepositions and your articles, because most of you are frustrated, uh, and you tend to give up when you're learning grammar, right? You feel that you're never going to learn it. But be patient. Grammar takes a little time. Language cannot be memorized, right? It's not that in 1 or 2 months I give you some magical formula and everything's going to happen. It doesn't work that way. But relax, I still have some shortcuts and some fun ways of correcting and learning your prepositions and your articles. Especially these tips apply to all parts of speech or most of your grammar, but I will speak about prepositions and articles mostly today. Okay, let's start. First one, quizzes. uh, and I have mentioned this several times, right? Quizzes of A1 A2 level, B1 B2 level on prepositions and articles. First, figure out what your level is. The beginners For beginners it is A1 and A2. For intermediate it is B1 and B2, right? So figure out your level and take a quiz accordingly. I will attach a link below to give you an example of what sites and what sort of quizzes I'm talking about. Why should you take a quiz? So that you understand what your problem area is. It is not that you are making a mistake in all prepositions and all articles are a confusion, right? Maybe for some of you is a problem, for some of you the is a problem, for some of you there's a confusion between on and in, but all the other prepositions because they are much easier, right? So please figure out what your problem area is and then work accordingly. If you work on all prepositions together, definitely you're going to get confused, definitely you're going to lose interest. So work on what exactly your problem area is, right? So figure out that first, and quizzes will help you figure that out because they give you a tally, right, of the mistakes that you're making often. So please note down the mistakes that you're making often through your quizzes, and then start working on them. Start learning the rules of that particular preposition that you're making the most mistake in. Then you can head on to the others. Clear? Okay. Second one, simple sentences. Now, when we are making very complicated sentences of fancy vocabulary and I don't know, like using some very fancy and complex structuring, we tend to get confused, right? And we cannot correct our grammar when we use such kind of sentence structure. So I would suggest you to make simple sentences, simple, neat sentences, so that you have the time to think about your grammar, about your subject verb agreements, about what prepositions you need to use, what articles you need to use with your nouns, etc., etc. Right? So simple sentences will give you the time to reflect. I know a lot of us are tempted to make complicated sentences and speak very fluently, but you cannot correct your grammar by doing that, right? So simple sentences. Third point, it's related to the second point, short sentences. What do I mean by short sentences? Omit your conjunctions. Please avoid this, habit of continuing your story too much by adding things like and, because, then this happened. So if you and a lot of you have this habit of doing that, continuing the story on and on and on and on by adding conjunctions. That's when you get so confused with grammar, because now your story is continuing. You will not know which form of the words to add, which form of what are the, oh, what am I saying? Oh my god. Give me a second. Okay. You will not understand what are the words to be used in which form, right? So you will end up making a lot of grammatical mistakes when you're continuing your sentences, and you will get stuck, just like I got stuck right now because I was continuing it, right? So yeah, please avoid long sentences when you want to correct your grammar. Fourth point, writing practice. And this is very, very, very important for all of you who struggle with grammar. Why? When you're writing, you will be able to think and analyze and see what your mistakes are, right? So I would say that, okay, I'm not asking all of you to write essays every single day. I know it can get boring, it can get tedious, and it can sound like a very strenuous activity. So why don't you just write 5 lines? Why don't you write 10 lines maximum? Why don't you write about what you did throughout your day? Journaling is a great exercise anyway for your goals, for your dreams, for the things you want to achieve in your life, for how you're feeling throughout your day. Maybe you're angry at something, so it will help you even in those ways, and it will help you correct your grammar as well, right? So why don't you just write 5 to 10 lines about your day, about your thoughts, and very simple things. And the practice of writing will help you in many ways, not just to correct your grammar. So it is a great habit that you can inculcate, right? So fourth would be a bit of writing practice. And please, even in writing practice, simple sentences, short sentences. Okay. Fifth one, and this is very, very important. Have only one goal, right? Whenever you're trying to speak or learn a language and you're finding a difficulty focusing in different areas, please keep one goal at a time. Okay, focus on one goal at a time. For example, a lot of you, while speaking, you have many things in your mind. You keep thinking, let me be fluent, let me have good vocabulary, let me answer in a very impressive way. So many things in your mind, right? Grammar should be correct, etc., etc. So when you have too many goals, you're not able to concentrate on each goal. Keep one goal in your mind. Today, let's say that you're speaking to me for 10 minutes. Keep one goal. Today, I want my prepositions to be correct. Forget about the topic, forget about making sense, forget about vocabulary, pronunciation, etc. Just focus on one thing. prepositions, articles. Once you get a good hang of it, then move to the other things. Let's say then move to fluency, then move to vocabulary. Today I will concentrate more on my tenses. Try to streamline like that and try to have one goal. If you multitask while learning a language, um, and you're making so many mistakes, you will not be able to correct them quickly. So focus on one thing at a time, or one thing uh, in a day. Today you can focus on prepositions, tomorrow you can focus on vocabulary, but you understand what I mean, right? One goal at a time. It doesn't mean that you focus only on prepositions for a whole month and forget the other activities. Okay, let me be very clear. Then you will say that Jheel ma'am is giving bad advice. Okay. Sixth one, uh, make use of these apps. Download Grammarly on your phone and your desktop as well. It's a free extension, right? So when you're typing your mails, or practicing anything written, right? Yeah, instead of writing essays, you can also type them, so that Grammarly can correct your mistakes, give you suggestions. You can use Quillbox. A learner had suggested it to me and I found it useful. So you can use Quillbox, you can use Chat GPT now that it's there for all your corrections, right? Why not? Make use of technology, make use. Not all the time, but make use of technology whenever you feel that you have nobody else to guide you or correct you, and you can't take classes with tutors constantly, right? Make use of these apps. And another fun activity, text in English, right? Text each other in English. Don't text in your mother tongue while learning the language. Text your friends here and there. Just send like a few messages. Hey, bro, what's up? How are you? Try it. Why not? It's fun. So you will also enjoy learning the language, right? If you're only reading books, only memorizing grammar rules, definitely you're going to get frustrated and bored. So why don't you try some fun ways? Text your friends in English, and when you're texting, you will also be able to pay attention, because that's also a form of writing, right? So you will be able to pay attention on the sentences. You will also have suggestions from Grammarly as to what mistakes you're making. Let me know if this helps. And another thing, please just try to follow what you found. Oh, okay, fine, I can do this. This sounds like fun to me. Don't try to follow everything. This is the thing with advice. We try to watch so many videos, we try to read so many tips on what to do, and then we are just listening to a lot of advice and we are not following any of them. I don't want you to do that, right? Listen to one point I have told, practice it, come back for another point. Don't just watch the entire video and say, ma'am, good video, and then no. I want you all to practice. So I want you to just take any one of my points, practice it, come back for the other, and let me know if you have improved, or you want me to give you some, I don't know, other kind of tips. See, even I fumble so much, right? It's okay. You all should just speak, and then it will get better with time. Maybe I fumble more because it's like video. I don't know. Okay. I hope that you enjoyed the video and I have addressed your doubts. I will post the link below. Let me know if you have any more doubts and any more videos to make. Very well. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day.